Brush your teeth with this.
You know, we could take the makeup off. I'll bet you we could take the makeup off and it wouldn't make any difference.
You're crazy. We don't even take the makeup off? You're nuts.
Mellifluous.
What about the Alice in Chains action figures?
Yeah, I've been making some of me for the chicks.
Just a taste of what's going to happen to the rest of your stinking planet. Your civilization is obsolete, by my word.
Gee, we could take off the makeup. I mean, basically, when we started as a band. We started to play rock and roll, and that's what we could do.
Without the makeup, I think you're nuts.
I think that's good.
Why do you want a shark to you anyway?
Verisimilitude.
Ricky, quick, will you try to take my tunnels?
Let me see your cigarette lighter.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Some More in Time Podcast, everybody. SomeMoreInTimePodcast.com is where you find us online. All of our stuff is there. Episodes are streaming there, links to our YouTube, links to our social media, all that good stuff. SomeMoreInTimePodcast.com. We are talking more albums from 1992, albums celebrating their 30-year anniversary. This episode we'll talk about the album Renewal by Kreator from German.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
They are German. We are from French.
Scorpions.
I'm Eric. We've got Tim here.
Present.
We have Joe here.
I'm here.
And Keith is here.
Hello.
Guten Tag. Wie geht's?
All right. Let's play a little bit
Bill
of this.
Gates.
Bill Gates. What? Who?
Bill Gates.
It does sound kind of... I'm not going to play the opening track because there's this really long... I want to talk about that before we... When we get into the tracks, I'll discuss this. So
Wait, you didn't... Really? I love the start of... Well, okay, go ahead.
We'll play the title track. Play a little bit of that. Okay, I'll fade it out there. So this band is Millie Petroza on vocals and rhythm guitar. Frank, how do you say that? The same Gazdizik. Gazdizik.
Frank Rizzo,
Frank.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
Rob Fioretti on bass and Ventor on drums.
That's right.
I thought it was Frank God's dick at first.
That's what I was thinking too.
Frank God's dick.
God's
Now it's the part on sprockets. He's got...
Touch my monkey.
Wow.
So Ventor's real name is Jürgen Reil.
So his name is Ventor.
And this album was produced by, well, it says Kreator, but also Tom Morris, production, engineering, and mixing. So we'll blame Tom Morris for the sound of this album.
Yeah, there's so I have the
and produced by Tom Morris. Bass is Rongen von Rugenstein. Produced by Tom Morris.
I have the
Hi guys, I'm Tom Morris. Sorry, what, Tim?
I have the remastered vinyl.
Oh yeah, it came out in
2018.
2018, right?
And this has tons and tons of notes about
Oh, cool.
All the songs and all kinds of stuff about the production and what's going on here. And yeah, so it's kind of weird because so in the inner sleeves have, this has like the lyrics and it has descriptions of the songs. And then as you open the gatefold, a lot of this it's really weird. It's like they're apologizing. It's very strange. It's like, let's see. I mean, it says, this took them, let's see. Took a massive risk in the process of achieving a huge leap forward in terms of their musical ambition. And then,
really?
Yeah.
Musical ambition, huh? You should have picked a better lead guitarist then. That's all I'm saying. The leads on this album suck.
Oh yeah, this isn't a good lead album. The reason they picked Tom Morris was the fact that he co-owned Morrisound Studios.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but they didn't realize. Let's see, Tom's partner in the studio was his brother Jim, and what we didn't realize at the time was that Jim was the producer, not Tom.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Tom was like, he didn't really know what he was doing necessarily.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I mean,
because the album sounds kind of weird.
It does.
I actually like the fact that it's so dirty and kind of fucked up sounding.
It sounds very industrial. Like,
yeah, it sounds industrial. And yeah, and that's another thing they mentioned on here is that they were listening to a lot of hardcore and a lot of industrial. So vocally, he was going more of a hardcore, more with the hardcore styling, because this is not typical Millie.
No,
Millie's typically much higher. His range is much higher ordinarily, and this is more like a hardcore grunt.
Yeah. My note on that was basically it sounds like he was getting over a sore throat or something, and they were just like, "Actually, it's good enough."
I like it. I always like that about this album, that he sounds more gruff and pissed off. I think it works really well for what this album is.
That's the whole thing for me. I was mentioned this before, but I never really got into Kreator. I'm not even sure how much I've even heard of them. So this is definitely, absolutely the first time I ever heard this album. It was in preparation for this. And going into it, I was kind of looking forward, because, let's face it, everybody knows Kreator. I'll be telling the story about at least a t-shirt of theirs eventually. But one way or another, going into this, I have no expectations, so I didn't know, are they thrash, are they whatever? So I don't have any of their previous albums to kind of hold this up to.
Didn't you do the other podcast with us about the Coma of Souls?
Oh, maybe. I totally forgot about that. I drink a lot, so
That was the album. Yeah, 1990 was that album.
He was in a coma when we talked about that.
We did one way or another. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Maybe
I don't know if Keith was on the show yet.
I drink a lot, and I actually used to drink a lot while listening while recording this show. So one way or another, I didn't remember any of that. Who knows? One way or another, going into this, I didn't have any expectations. So I just, the first time for anything that I've never heard of before, I don't read anything beforehand just to get my own honest opinion of it. And then I start reading, and holy shit, a lot of their fucking fans hate this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is like Kreator's Saint Anger.
Yeah,
it really is, and it's not fair, because it's the same thing of like, well, Kreator is supposed to be German's version of Slayer, which means they need to play speed all the time. Needs to be thrash, period, nothing else. And this isn't, for the most part. There's some thrashy stuff on it, but this isn't
very
really
little.
a thrash
Exactly.
album.
This was, when listening to this, like thinking about it, 1992.
Yeah,
it's very beat driven, and I love that. And I think like, wow, I wonder if this is kind of more of a precursor to what happened to metal in the middle of this decade, because
kind of
after let's face it, after Roots, all of a sudden everything is beat based.
Yeah, I love the drums on this album.
Yes.
They're simple, but they're effective. I think there's a lot of air drumming that you can do with this album.
I wish I've heard the album better though.
They don't sound good, but I don't know. It's kind of like Saint Anger there too, where it's like it's sort of like you just take it for what it is, and you just go, all right, this is what we're doing. So, and I've heard the album so many times that I know like a lot of the drum beats now, a lot of the fills, and I just bang it out in the steering wheel when I hear this album. Mm-hmm. But it is very beat driven, and a lot of the stuff is just like you're just digging in and like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really cool heavy parts, a lot of really cool breakdowns, and I love this album. And it sucks that people are so against it. It's just a shame.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's another thing for everything else we were preparing this month. This one definitely was last in line and everything I felt like I needed to address. So I have not listened to this album nearly as much as anything else. And coming at the end of this, now that we're sitting here talking about it, this is like, God damn it, I want to go back and re-listen to this more. This is definitely, as you say, maybe it's a little boring guitar. Drums are not exactly flashy, but, they're definitely, you feel them. I definitely feel like, this album warranted, more time on my ears. I enjoyed it. And I'm surprised when I read a lot of the comments that
it sucks.
Yeah,
because it's heavy. There's parts that are super heavy.
It is different for them though. I mean, it's not.
It's way different
to me.
I mean, like everyone is just
it's not surprising.
Calling it drivel, pretty much saying, "Oh, gee, I wonder who listened to the last Metallica album." And it's like, this sounds nothing like anything going on there. But let's face it, if you're expecting a thrash album and then you hear this, it's definitely not a thrash album.
No.
I remember being disappointed by it when it came out too. It wasn't what I wanted or expected, I guess. Although I remember listening to it a lot, it didn't leave a big mark. So when we went back to listen for this, I was like, "Fuck, this is a really good fucking album." And I had the remastered version, which I think sounds better.
It does sound better,
as it should, right?
Yeah,
it's remastered, but I think that helped a lot too. But I was like, "This is a fucking really good album."
Mm-hmm.
You take away all your expectations and reflect on it.
It had been a very long time
reflection.
This one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's what sucks. People can't get past. I wanted this. They gave me this. That's it.
You're not going to evaluate it. You're just you're gonna be butthurt about it.
It's a shame because you missed out on some good shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
To me, like if the drums sounded better and if they had a better lead guitar player, I would like this album more. I don't dislike this album. I think it's a very good album, but there are like two elements that I just think could have been improved upon pretty easily.
Let me ask you, you were talking about vocals. How he doesn't sound as good as he normally does. I mean, I feel like there's definitely kind of a vileness to what he's doing. I mean, how drastic of a difference compared to the rest of their catalog is he in this one?
It's pretty drastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can play you some of the old stuff if you want to hear
please.
that.
Well, let's...
Or even new stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Play something off the new album, and it's like
Hate Uber Alice is the new album.
Yeah,
it's pretty good
I mean,
too.
I
don't know if.
I mean, you could play
like Betrayer. I mean, that's a good
example.
example.
Betrayer is probably like their biggest. Well, I don't know if it's their biggest song, but
that was their hit.
Yeah. We talked about this. So yeah, you get the picture.
That is awesome. And nothing on this album sounds anything like that.
No.
Nope.
No. I mean, I can understand the confusion.
Yeah.
When people put this in. I mean, I was like, what's going on? But I liked it. It was like, this is different. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like we just were listening to Ministry, a month ago.
Yeah.
This definitely has a Ministry feel to it.
Moments
90s
sure,
Ministry,
Yeah, there are definitely moments of like, oh, that's very industrial sounding.
Yeah, Brainseed has straight up industrial stuff.
Yep.
It starts off with
the pipe.
The pipe. Yeah, it's awesome.
I love Oh, God.
So
I love
cool.
that.
It's awesome.
All right,
album
so we
cover?
get into the okay.
Oh, the album cover is apparently, I don't know how, but it's apparently sort of a conglomeration of all the songs in one image.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, how is there like a grasshopper praying mantis looking thing sticking its praying mantis things into a guy's head?
Praying mantis things.
How is that? Okay,
it's a fucking stupid album cover.
It's not very good. Yeah.
No, it's awful.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're not.
I mean, most of the.
Did they have a monster? They have
They do have
a
a
vampire guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have a name?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, because their last few albums. Hater Alice has that.
Has the guy. Yeah. The monster guy. He must have a name, right?
Got to.
Oh, I thought you just said it.
I didn't. No. The name of the album is Hate Uber Alles. Alles. That's the newest album. I don't know what Kreator's. Mr. Kreator's name is.
His name is Dita.
So the guy that did this album cover, his name is Dave McKean, who was renowned at the time for illustrating the Batman graphic novel Arkham Asylum,
a
serious house on Sirius Earth, which was published in 1989. He also, over the years, did album covers for the likes of Alice Cooper, Machine Head, Dream Theater, and Paradise Lost.
Okay.
Says, let's see. Says it came up with something stunning and brilliantly representative of what the band were attempting to do musically, to take people on a journey.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. Yeah. It says Renewal was released on October 8, 1992, and took Kreator fans a little by surprise. No kidding.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Well, the tracks.
Yeah.
Whoa, the tracks.
So yeah,
they're one of the big four of the Teutonic thrash metal scene.
Nice.
Teutonic,
along with Destruction, Sodom, and Tankard.
I don't know why Tankard are in there.
I don't know why any of those bands. I don't know why there's such a thing.
I mean, Sodom. I know Sodom, but
yeah Destruction.
Them,
I cannot figure out the guy's name though.
No, I've been looking for it too.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I can't find it.
Oh well.
I don't know if he has a name. We'll have to contact Millie. What's the name of your guy? Probably not that hard. All right, the tracks. Winter Martyrium is the first song. So my only issue is it opens with this riff and they stop. And then they do it again.
Yeah, that is kind of goofy.
Why do you have to do it again? Just don't do it twice. There's no reason to do it twice.
That's probably the industrial thing.
yeah, repetition on industrial is huge, but it's a matter of slightly changing stuff. Kind of like kind of like Tool.
Yeah. It's this riff. That's cool. I like this.
It's heavy.
You're bugging out.
Yeah, I can bug out to it. Cool. Now get into the meat of the song.
No.
We're gonna do it again. Why? That's okay though. But once it does get going, this part.
Yeah.
Funny enough, this reminded me of Saint Anger.
Yeah, it does. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work very well, but I tried to do like a mashup of the two of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same lead guitar player that's on the previous album, right?
Yeah.
Why is it so? Why?
It's the same guy that was on. I think he's on Extreme Aggression as well. No, it's close.
See, it gets messy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like the.
I
He's
did
a
have to
little
speed
weird,
that up a little bit too, by the way. Saint Anger, I had to speed up a little bit. Anyway, go ahead.
I like he does his little hi-hat thing on the fast part. He's just like, you have to play it. Because it's a simple drum beat, but he's doing a little hi-hat thing that's kind of cool. After this part.
Oh, okay. Oh, that, yeah. Open hi-hat, yeah.
Yeah. And I love the chorus in this song too.
Kept his lisp.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's listen to the first guitar solo.
Okay. They never stood out to me, so I'm excited.
It's kind of Slayerish.
It's very Slayerish.
It's just crazy to me that she'd be a fan of just, metal. And you hear that and you're like, I want to thrash. You gave me this. Fuck you. Like what?
Yeah, I never got that either. I like when
That's
bands
awesome.
do different things. Most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, if it sucks, it sucks. But this doesn't, so fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, all you Kreator fans.
Yeah.
You don't understand the truth of the matter.
All you Kreator fans that tuned in to hear us shit on this album, go fuck yourself.
That's right. Surprise.
Oh,
like it.
hey, fuck you.
We have taste, unlike yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're open-minded.
But well, this is kind of funny,
You're
though.
stupid.
I mean, I wasn't expecting you guys to have been as big. I'm sitting there listening to it. I'm just like, this has got some industrial elements here. Why did the Ford brothers want to listen to this?
Oh,
Well,
man.
there's not really sampling going on though.
Yeah,
They're actually making the music.
I had
like
this
a lot of
album on all the
industrial
time.
bands. We like a lot of industrial bands. Just not Skinny Puppy.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you go back to it, Tim?
Not yet. Not yet. I haven't had a chance to, really. It's been so crazy.
I haven't had a chance to get back to that Kreator album that we apparently listened to
2 years ago.
You might not have been on that one.
I might.
I don't remember.
I
I looked it up. He was.
Yeah.
He was on both of them.
Both.
Oh man,
Oh.
man, my foot tastes delicious. Oh, yeah, all right.
Alcohol is a hell of a drug.
Well, you know what? To our point earlier, this sounds a lot different than most Kreator stuff, so that's
It
probably
does.
why you don't remember.
Because it didn't sound like this.
I'd love to see what I voted.
Probably liked them.
I bet I did. I mean, just what I heard from you playing that one track.
Yeah, I think
their
you-
hit,
you
whatever it was,
liked it. Yeah.
fucking awesome. This
Yeah.
I fucking loved. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I've enjoyed everything that.
Yeah, no, I think you liked it. I'll have to go back and see. I don't think we were grading at the time we did Extreme Aggression.
I don't think so.
Coma of Souls, I think we were grading stuff by then. So.
Yes.
Renewal. We played a little bit of Renewal, but
Got a great chorus.
yeah.
Female
It's a good riff.
Yeah. This one.
Good groove.
I don't know. It's kind of funny you mentioned, like, I actually have a note written down, like, those solos seem a bit easy.
Well, I was about to go to the solo on this one, or it was like,
I think
what?
A lot of the album is kind of easy. It feels like even the drums are kind of easy.
And maybe that's what they told the lead guitar player, like, just make it simple, make it sloppy, make it on purpose, like make it sound messy.
I think so. I really do.
Reflection. My note is, I think I could probably play that rhythm part, and I'm not even a guitar player. You know?
My note says this solo is awful. This guy sucks.
I really think it was.
Those bends. Nothing. He's bending, like he's doing like a half bend, and he should be doing a full bend. He's like not hitting the right note in the scale.
It's also really high in the mix. Those solos, they seem very loud, which they shouldn't be that loud.
No, especially not that one.
Yeah.
Oof.
But I really do think that's part of the producer problem, where they're like, we thought we had this producer, and he's probably like, that sounds good to me, guys. I'm like, well, he said it sounds
He's
good.
still working on his solo. It's like, I haven't really worked on the solo for this one yet.
No, it sounds good.
Oh no,
just do that. It's
dude, I
good.
dug that. You know, when you did that kind of bend, it sounded like, you know, you were supposed to do one thing, but you did something else. It's surprising, and you know, I think a lot of people are gonna be really chiming into that. All right,
yeah,
Bob,
that was
Steve Morris, or whatever.
Tom,
Jim,
Bob,
Jim, Steve, Bob,
Rob, Bill. It's on the thing here. I can tell you.
Who's Jim? Jim has the actual.
Well, it wasn't Dieter, so.
No. Yeah, the riffs on this song are really good throughout the song. The riffs are great.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Even that drum fill, it's so simple, just doodle doodle doodle, but it's fun. Like it's
But
it's
you
just,
also
cool.
feel it as a part of the song. I mean, the drums on this, sure, they're not spectacular. It's not fucking Charlie Benante, but it's you feel the presence, and it gets you more into it.
It's just cool. I don't know. It's something about it. It's like all I did was doodle doodle doodle, and you're like, that was good. That's what kind of went there.
Yeah.
So the last producer they worked with was Randy Burns.
Oh, Randy Burns.
Yeah, and they said Randy Burns was a lot more hands-on, and a proper producer. And they were expecting that with they were expecting that this time around. They said this guy wasn't cut from the same cloth at all. That's what it says in here.
Damn.
So yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they're going for different, it definitely worked.
Yeah, they were definitely going for different. I mean, everything on these liner notes are all about like, we're trying something new, we're trying something different. Some liked it, some didn't.
I mean, let's face it. In 1992, like, let's face it, the entire genre is kind of imploding. People are jumping ship. You know. What time of the year was this one released? I mean, if
October.
it was October
92. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then
you get into almost 93 at that point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's face it. You know, they definitely were, writing this material after a lot of the stuff earlier in this year that we've talked about came out, and that,
Well, and thrash and speed metal were definitely not as nearly as popular at this point. From
all the bigger bands were doing, like even Exodus was doing like more groove oriented stuff, and
and or industrial, like trying their hand at industrial stuff.
Yeah.
So, not Exodus. I'm not saying they did.
No, but other bands, other bands are doing crazy stuff. So 90s were weird. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Well, the 90s in the first half were weird. The 90s in the second half were garbage.
For the most part, yeah. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some good stuff in the late 90s.
311.
Yeah. Hey, their debut came out in 93, so.
Oh, geez, really?
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to make it onto this show, though.
I know. Well,
you don't think we're going to do them next year?
I look, they're gonna be like number 2 on my list of albums from '93.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
And I've never listened to one of their albums, unlike Kreator.
Yeah. I'm sure Tim hasn't either.
I think you haven't.
I've not.
Well,
that is correct.
We'll get.
So,
we'll
all right,
talk
so
about
let's get
that
back
at some
into-
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reflection's one of my favorite on the album. Actually,
It's a great song.
yeah. This song is really good. When it kicks in, that's when it gets really good.
Yeah.
That riff. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Love that.
This was the song that I flat out say that I could probably play that rhythm part because it never changes. He does that the entire time.
Yeah, but that cool second guitar thing is what makes it.
I like the use of toms there.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. It's a good one. And there's a really cool part in this song when we get to it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
This. I love what it goes with the ride.
Yeah.
There too.
Yeah.
Uses the bell. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, keep going on this part because it gets really cool.
That was some really cool, harmonized guitar stuff there.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see more of that on this album. Actually,
It seems kind of thrashy to me.
Mm-hmm.
that song,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That was almost a death metal riff, that one part with the little ride
It was
thing.
too. But it was not dissonant enough. I think
Yeah.
it was too pretty.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites on the album, though, for sure. That whole middle part's so good.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah. And then Brain Seed, that's the one we were talking about earlier with the...
So good. Oh. It's so awesome.
Talk about industrial, yeah.
I love it. Exactly. I mean, that flat out right there.
It's awesome.
This is got to be tuned down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
way down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there were moments in this album that reminded me a lot of Sepultura, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this
yes.
this has a couple of those actually.
And the floor
What
tom.
was I saying about Bruce?
Yeah, he's doing cool stuff with the hi-hat on this song too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the floor tom.
Yeah. Let me get to that. There's a part here that sounds.
Yeah,
to me,
he
it
was
was
just
like
coming up.
Sepultura, totally.
There's also the... I was right there, actually, where I think where it's like...
Oh, really? This?
Oh, that. Well, there's that. That's awesome.
That's
I do
Sepultura.
like that, yes.
Yeah.
But that?
Yeah.
Poopy.
Poopy.
I could play that part.
Yeah, that part's not. I was looking for that burn the brain part.
Yeah, well, it does it at the end, too. I'll go to that.
Now that you guys mentioned the Sepultura thing, I mean, like this song, tempo-wise, there is kind of a punk style to it.
Yeah.
It reminds me a bit of the one after Arise.
Chaos AD?
Chaos AD.
Yeah. It's probably the hardcore influence coming in.
Yeah.
Where's that burn the brain part? Because that part's so fucking awesome.
Oh, I'll find it. Sorry. All right, I got it for you.
That's
So
so
the giant
awesome.
praying mantis is burning the brain.
Exactly.
That's right. Yes.
With
On
his
the cover.
mantis things.
Claws?
Oh, his
Claws?
mantis things. Oh, the part of Sprockets movie.
Who was the
Talk
mantis
about
on
mantis.
Space Ghost? Who was that show?
Oh, yeah.
Crack. Or
No, Nabrak was the weird bear
Brack.
thing.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yeah,
Zol- was it Zoltar?
It may have been
Was it
Zoltar.
Zoltar or
You
something?
can probably Google this.
Yeah.
That one, that would be easier to find than the mascots.
Yes.
Yes. Mascot's name's probably Kreator.
Zorak.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Zorak.
Who sounds like Beefcake the Mighty, I think.
Yes. Good old Space Ghost. Karmic Wheel. I love this song too.
Yeah.
It's kind of got this big like epic chorus.
Mm-hmm.
My note here is I'm waiting for this album to have a lame song. I have not stopped enjoying this up to this point.
Yeah.
That was one of my notes too. Is that I like all of it.
Yeah.
There's that one little interlude part that's kind of goofy, but
There is, I mean, let's face it, we're about to hit some
Yeah.
stuff.
but it's short.
Yeah, the little whatever it's called.
Yeah, whatever it is. I can't even pronounce it. But
We
yeah,
lost control.
Controller.
Christian.
Near stops controller. I took German for 4 years.
It's paid off.
Where I get all my money from.
There's that slow part in the middle of the song.
Yeah.
It sounds like something, and I can't place it. There's something that sounds like that. It was driving me
know.
crazy. I was like, what does it sound like? It sounds like something. I think it's mostly when there's another like guitar part that comes in.
Yeah, the little whatever you call it.
There's like a little higher pitch thing.
It's kind of voivodish.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's what I thought.
Astronomy Domine, which is actually Pink Floyd, but
No. I don't know. No, this is the song where I said it really. The end really highlights his lisp. There it is.
Far from here, when it's far beyond industrial intellect. Lay on me for the ones who felt the same way won't forget us. All I lose, country, slavery, liberty.
So yeah, this weird instrumental thing, which I skip every time.
Yeah, I skip it.
Awesome.
Yeah. But this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's got groove.
Yeah, this song's okay, but it wasn't one of my favorites on the album.
Yeah, that's my comment is okay. This one isn't fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Europe After the Rain, though.
Yeah, it's better.
This Europe After the Rain's like, all right, enough of the industrial stuff. Let's get back to like speed metal.
Yeah, it's probably the thrashiest.
Yeah. I can definitely hear some hardcore in this.
Yeah.
Does it say in those liner notes what that song's about? I remember reading about it somewhere, but I can't remember where I saw it.
I need my readers to read this. Oh, there goes Kitty Cat. Can you believe it?
God, we're getting old. I got my readers.
No, I got my readers here. All right, now here's what it says.
Put your teeth in.
It says, this was inspired by the Max Ernst painting of the same title. Ernst was a German painter and sculptor, and this painting was actually called L. Europe Après la Pluie II, which translates to Europe After the Rain. Ernst did this in 1942. It's about how the world comes to an end in a race war, in chaos, and in a clash of cultures. Musically, it's thrash mixed with hardcore and was inspired by Poison Idea.
All right.
There you go.
It took a lot of... It must be a hell of a picture.
Hey, Pantera did a Poison Idea cover. So,
which song was that?
The Badge.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
That was on the Crow. Yeah. Okay. I have another note on this one. You're about to the rain. No, I just said this one's awesome chorus, speed metal.
Yeah,
totally.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's good. Asking. Depression Unrest. I love this song too.
Oh yeah, this song's great.
This is it's got that big hooky chorus, which I like a lot. Sucker for those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, in the opening, What does it sound like to you guys? To me, it was like, oh, sounds just like this song. Not this part, but
no.
I love the effect on the guitars.
What did this remind you guys of anything? It reminded me of something.
Maybe Black Lodge? No.
Remember Tomorrow by Maiden.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unchain the colors.
Yeah.
But it changes. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So heavy.
What is that effect?
I have
It
no
says
idea.
they sampled it from a Roland drum pad.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's all it says.
Sounds like it's a guitar doing it, but it's like a percussive effect.
Yeah. Change just.
I mean,
I heard that.
the
too.
one thing I commented about this is like, I played in marching band when I was in high school, and this sounds like a march to me.
Yeah.
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 I love that too.
Yeah.
And this one, I said the solo actually, it's still sloppy, but it actually works in this one for some reason, to me anyway.
Yeah. Maybe because the song is slower.
Yeah.
It's kind of melodic.
I shouldn't pick on the guy. He's not a bad guitar player. He just, some of his solos are sloppy.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I really think it had something to do with the producer and what they were trying to do here.
Yeah. So the rest of
I
the
mean,
album
you
is...
say, like the vocals are kind of similar in the fact that, like, I love what he's doing. It's not as though he's definitely not like doing garbage death metal vocals, but he's definitely, you know, definitely not Joey Belladonna here.
No.
No.
But he like, I believe he adds the right kind of aspect to what's going on in this album.
Yeah.
Kind of a vileness, a kind of a destructive tenor to it, and it fits perfectly with everything else I hear.
Yeah. I agree. It's the correct choice to use on the vocals for this album.
I mean, you know, listening to that other track we listened to earlier, you know, definitely not the same. I mean, who knows? I mean, kind of, did they ever use this producer again?
No.
Oh, I'm sure they didn't. No.
No.
Did anyone ever use this producer?
He's probably like, I was never really a producer, guys.
This is my brother, man. It was my Bill, you talking about man? Oh, dude,
There's no Wikipedia link for that Tom Morris, so
yeah,
I was in the
might
building,
tell you something.
but I was upstairs. I have business to do, man.
Well, in the liner notes it says that the Depression Unrest. It says it's the perfect way to end what is a weird album.
Okay. And they really aren't speaking kindly of this album.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah,
like a
it's
weird album
unfortunate.
is like, give me some Fetus. That's a weird album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they took it to heart when people just bashed this thing. It's kind of sad because the album's really good.
Yeah. All right. We want to grade this thing.
Yeah.
You go first, Tim. I'm sure you got the highest grade of all of us.
A minus.
A minus.
I think it's a minus because it's kind of just got some oddities to it that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Other than that, though,
I'll go B, straight B.
I'm gonna go with the B too. We've matched each other.
I'm going to
4
go
albums at
B.
least.
I'm going to say B. I want to say B plus, but I just like, this is a really enjoyable album. This is a very high B, a very solid thing.
They call that a B plus.
It's as close to a B plus without being a B plus. This thing was definitely enjoyable.
A B plus minus. Got it.
It's like if B plus was 87, he'd give this an 86 or something, right?
Yeah.
86.4.
This definitely has my thumbs up. Hey, if you run into this out at like the used bin, snag it.
Yeah.
Maybe buying, the
Buy the-
original copy for $53. Fuck that. But
No, you can buy this gatefold remix remaster thing for like $30.
okay, I would say, if you can find this for 15.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Although we've been finding some crazy deals on some sites lately.
You can find some shit, man.
Target just released 2 Slipknot albums for $15 each. I was like, yep, mine. Anyway. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So anybody
Fuck the haters.
do anything cool stuff lately? I finally saw a show for the first time, and I don't even know how.
Oh yeah, you went to see Scott's band, right?
I went to see Luxury Teeth.
Okay.
And Colin Dead, who
yep.
our friend, well, my old drummer, he lives in Orlando now, so he came up and played. And then there was some other band that I was outside while they were playing. They were the headliner, and they're pop punk, so I wasn't going to enjoy that. So I was talking with friends because I saw a lot of people there that I hadn't seen in a long, long time. One way or another, the Quarry House Tavern, for anybody in the local DC region, that is a place you should go to eat food.
Okay.
And drink
What's it called?
Scotch, the Quarry House Tavern. It's literally, anytime you guys need to be at the Fillmore.
Yeah.
Okay, anytime you guys need to go there, I would say swing by here. It's about 2.5 blocks away from the Fillmore.
It's weird.
The hamburgers there are fantastic. Tater tots. I mean, fucking tater tots.
Yeah, you
and
can't go
I
wrong.
still will fucking tell you, they're damn good tater tots.
Nothing wrong with a tater tot.
Yeah, and good chicken wings. It's a solid place for food. The beer list is beyond reproach. It has got everything, but one way or another, that's only for those of our listeners that are in the DC region. The Quarry House Tavern is a badass fucking joint. See a show, or just to go have a beer with some friends, or get a nice, cup of scotch. They've got a very good bar there.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Fillmore in a while. That's where Anthrax is playing, but I'm not going to that show. So
No, I've never been there. Is that the one in
Silver
I've
Spring?
been there either.
Yeah, it's in Silver Spring. Yeah,
It's a nice venue. It's a really nice venue.
It is. Oh God! The first show I ever saw there was Anthrax, Testament, and Death Angel, and that was literally like a month after it had opened. It was like back in 2010 or 11, and I mean, we went up there, and I mean, we're sitting there at this venue where we put our beer in a little like holder that you're supposed to put a beer, and it wasn't like covered in like some kind of weird fuzzy filth. It was just covered with metal. It's just metal. We were putting it in, and we're just like, oh my God, this is A dream come true. Yeah. It was great being there when it first opened, and hey, I still love the venue.
What I like about it, if you don't like opening bands, there's a bar downstairs too, so you can go out and and there's a TV, so you can still watch the band, and you can still hear the music, but you can just drink. Like I saw Danzig there. There was one opener that was not good. King was the second opener though. They were really good, but that was downstairs in the bar for the first band. It was. You could actually talk to people, and
was it Biohazard?
No, it wasn't Proper Ground either.
Propane. Man, Proper Grounds. That was some experience.
Yeah. I don't have much. I don't know. Nothing much going on.
I have nothing cool.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to do cool things.
We're old.
I went to Shamrock Music and played some PRS guitars, which
I haven't touched my bass in probably 2 years.
Jeez.
Whoa.
No, I've been playing more. I'm like starting to think about getting a new guitar, but I'm in the very beginning phases. I don't know what I want yet, so I'm just testing the waters to see what's out there. And Joe reminded me of Les Pauls, and I'm like, I should probably look at Les Pauls. Those are really good guitars.
Mm-hmm.
So
that Dean one.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking.
Way cooler.
Yeah, I know. There's a Dean that's
cheap. I don't know why it's so cheap. It's a piece of shit.
No, I found it because a friend of mine. I saw a video of a friend playing it, and I was like, "That's a fucking cool guitar," and it's a Dean. Because I just saw the body at first, and I thought it was just a regular Les Paul, and then the camera panned up, and it's a Dean at the headstock. I was like, "That's a Dean." So I pinged him online, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a Dean Thoroughbred X or something." I was like, "Okay." So I looked it up, and I was asking about it. I was like, "It looks pretty, like, price wise, it's not that bad." He's like, "It's really not, and it's actually a really good guitar." He's like, I'm not normally a Dean guy, but this is a really good guitar. So it's good for gigging. It's good for,
It's like $450.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know anyone that's a Dean guy.
Dimebag was a Dean guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to be Washburn, but he switched to Dean. Actually, he started on Dean, and then Washburn
paid him money.
Yeah, basically. So we're gonna make that guitar that you played just
you just need that, and we will just give you, like, you could destroy one every night. We'll just put another one in your hand.
I think he was Washburn until Pantera broke up, and then he went back to Dean before he died. So, yeah.
There's a band that's not a metal band, but they're called the Airborne Toxic Event.
Yeah.
They're an alternative band. But they have a thing called Medici, which is $10 a month. It's like a fan club kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing this thing where you can sign up for secret shows. So if you're in Medici and you pay the $10 a month, you can RSVP for these secret shows, and that's all you got to do. And they say, okay, you're in. Because you're a member, you just go to this venue, show us your ID.
Okay, so you have to go to a venue. So this is not like Bad Luck 13 style secret shows.
No.
Okay.
It's the place they're playing is DC9, which I've never been there. But
I've played that place many times.
Okay. It's apparently very small.
Well, it's God, fuck you, metalheads. I opened for the Meatmen there, and it's not enormous, it's not huge, but I have played freaking closets. I have played a lot of smaller venues than DC9.
We were blown away with how small Autobar was.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Are you kidding? You were blown away with how small the Autobar is.
What?
That's like the
it's
biggest
like a little
that
house.
is. Oh my God! All right. First of all, you should have been at the Autobar before it moved. The Autobar before it moved was, it was it's like the size of a family room. This place, like the Autobar now used to be Club Ozone. Before the Autobar purchased it and moved, but man, God, yes. The Autobar used to be about, I would say.
Sorry for having an opinion,
I would say a
man.
sixth. I would say a sixth of the size. It used to be seriously one room with an upstairs. So there was an upstairs to it, but it was one room.
Interesting.
Well, the Airborne Toxic Event usually play smaller theaters. They're like a theater-sized band. So these shows are really just intimate, small club for.
I mean, if you're saying
fans.
like they would be playing Howard Theater, then yes, DC9 is considerably smaller.
Yeah. I mean, they're a theater-sized band now. So, and these are little shows for, members of Medici only. And it's pretty cool. I think it's a great idea. I wish other bands would do this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Well, once you get big enough, I'm pretty sure, not just the group would get too big, but also the like, oh, hey, man, Bob, I'm a part of it, so here's this. And actually you got everybody who isn't signing up for it showing up for it.
Yeah, it could be a huge mess. Because they're not a huge band, but they're big enough.
Underground.
All right, we should end this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't know who we're talking about next time, but figure it out. But for Keith and Joe and Tim, I'm Eric saying.
Thank you. Good fucking night.
Sorry for the cursing. I tend to curse. I say stupid things.
Energy, aggression, power.
To sum it up, it's a
vulgar display of power.
Sometimes I think you drink just a little too much blood.
I'm sorry, I'm going to BA. Bloodaholics Anonymous.
Cutting out.
Cutting it up big time.
They are miserable slaves of Satan.
Some cunts recording this.